This is football fancy that I'm here with.
Third press.
You don't be as e be for that today that Liverpool. And I no expect the loss, but I know say going forward na go still lose one game and today I don finally lose. Wetin you get for the game?
Basically, my own view about the game, coming to this game, I felt since Keisa was a player has been on great form, judging from his past matches. I mean, he's supposed to start him. You understand? He's supposed to start him for this match. Um, the likes of Isaac never get match fitness. So, and aside that,
Excuse please. Just stop.
so aside that, wetin be name? Florin Vitt have been having ups and downs in his game. And again, Bradley starting from that back was poor. In fact, the whole idea of starting your whole midfield in a match was a very poor start. You understand? You see, say even as him just made those changes second half, a lot of changes, a lot of improvement come. So now at the something sometimes slot make some kind, might as just say some kind decision, just he want just try luck, and sometimes the thing dey come damage am. So today he wanted to depend on that time of that God of luck. But the thing God of luck no work for am for today because he use him own hand scatter him team. You understand? So although no be bad loss because no matter how this week dey finish, Liverpool go still end on top the table. So we never walk alone.
I get one thing to ask. This Florian Wirtz, like una sign am with high expectation, but so far so good. If you say e don really deliver that una sign am for, or if you say going forward e go deliver that una sign am for.
Me, I be person wey I no be person wey dey too criticize player number one. Number two, you say if you watch Florin Wirtz from Germany and aside when he dey play for a national team and when he dey play for Bayern Leverkusen, you go see say na player wey in dey always dey expect pocket passes and those from that pocket passes in dey wan like create something out of am. But when you check the team wey we dey play with, most of our midfield now they never wan trust vat with the ball like in terms of pocket passes. Like now for instance now we get maybe during the time of um, Thiago Akatara when Thiago was dey our team, you fit see say person even though say him dey with two players, a lot of Liverpool players fit trust am with the ball. So na that kind of person wey vet be, but the players never too wan gel with that im pattern of play. So im come dey struggle to win in ball. You understand? To understand the pattern, you understand, and to gel with the team. So I think where vet need to really work on na in partnership with im midfield during training. No be based on any other thing. He needs to understand partnership within his own midfield. You understand? And the defense during training. So if he do that kind of thing now, he go get more creative passes and more creative chances. He go even understand the game better. So na wetin Florian Wirtz need. Although I no dey criticize am because I mean na Premier League is more intense to compare with Bundesliga. So na im be the thing.
Then another player wey I wan really ask you on na Mo Salah. Like this season, if I like me now, my own point of view, I feel say last season he really carry the team with all in mind. But based on the signings wey I make this season, he come drop small based on say he come relax say okay the workload now no really dey on me alone. Now this season he come depend on only to dey throw those passes. Now he no dey go for the goals like before.
Okay, now if you talk about Mo Salah, Mo Salah number one, he has aged. Age is on him. Number one. Number two, all those players wey him dey always connect with for front, they've all departed. The likes of Lucio and Nunes. You understand? Nunes don leave the team. Lucio don leave the team. These are team players and somehow it has its own effect in games. So when you have the likes of Lucho leaving, the likes of Nunes leaving, the likes of those people wey him don connect with,
No matter how
you
bad their
understand?
game dey.
Yes, and again aside that, he's a big name player.
Yeah, no be
You
lie.
understand? So in kind of player na his presence matter. Whether he's out or in the game, his presence matter. If you look from the goal sef wey we score, im presence na create that goal because if no be that im presence, Maguire no go wan commit am for that place wey make that ball no balance for Keiza to just have a tap in. So if you check am, im presence matter regardless im age. But another thing wey you still check, age still dey on im side.
And Premier League dey very very
Yes, apparently dey in test, but you know, actually for a player of his caliber, I would still say he's one of the best wingers in his age, because you no fit see player of him age still dey pull this weight and still dey give this threat for Premier League. There is no player in the Premier League or across Europe generally, you understand, wey go fit give that threat like Salah currently of his age. You understand?
dey start match dey
Wey dey,
finish match.
yes, no. For that him age, no, e no dey easy like that. So na I be the thing.
Then and the slot like e be like say im good luck charm no work for am today. The man, I just feel say the man dey try, as Faith talk earlier, he dey try im luck. Like every match he go don bring one kind tactics say okay, you go play, you go play, you go play. Like if you say him benching like free ball now for this game na based on Champions League game wey una get on Wednesday.
No, I no think so. You understand? So normally we know say we get a lot of options when it comes to fullbacks. But aside that, one thing wey I dey see Slot doing is, during the time of club, um, during the time of club, we have this. People don't realize that during the time of club, now this kind of thing now make fans really connect with their coach, with club. You understand? We get one period last season, during the club era, where we come back from a 4-4 draw. In fact, from a 4-3 defeat against Norwich, a whole little Norwich. We came back from that match to win that match 5-4. So now sometimes, now I think Slot is trying to test his players. Aside that, he dey give this kind impression that okay, I can recreate
That's way
that thing wey club do. You understand? I can recreate wetin club do. I can give you this 9 minutes comeback. You understand? I can bring 9 minutes comeback. I can do this. I can do this. You understand? You understand? So that's for me. That's for me. It's a way club Slot is trying to connect with the fans. So not really big deal. At least he has been superb. At least this is like his ninth or eighth game. You understand? So I don't think losing to Crystal Palace has really showed him a very a very competitive match. So losing to Crystal Palace, I don't think it's a very big deal. Knowing that we still have them to face again in the Carabao Cup fourth round. So it's something he has to go and digest deeply and know how to face them. Because we lost to them at the last match of our game last season. No, we lost to them at last Premier League game. Before that match where they give us the Premier League trophy, we played 1-1. We couldn't beat them. Again now in Community Shield, we lost to them on penalty shootout. And now again, it's the same thing is still repeating. It just feels like as if there is little or more work Slot has really done going forward in terms of against Crystal Palace. And this takes us back to the 2012-2013 season where we were having issues with Crystal Palace. When you look at 2012-2013, what was our issue not winning the league during the time of Suarez was Crystal Palace, and the team is now resurfacing again. And if Slot doesn't find a remedy to it, it will really affect us going forward or winning a trophy.
Wetin be your final thought
My final thought be say we never walk alone. All heads up. We have Galatasaray next going away to Galatasaray. So we are going to Turkey. So all heads up. It's not like a death sentence. At least we are still on top the league. We still league toppers. So whichever way it is, it's not a bad start. You understand? Yes, it's not a bad start. So all heads up. Hopefully